If you feel stuck in life right now, don't skip this. Because what if I told you, the reason you feel stuck isn't because you're lost. It's because you've been standing still for too long. This is the story of a man who thought his life was over at 27, until one small decision changed everything. Arjun used to wake up tired, not the kind of tired that sleep could fix, but the kind that sits quietly in your chest and whispers, "This is it. This is all your life will ever be." He was 27. He had a decent job, a small rented apartment, a phone full of motivational videos he never acted on. From the outside, his life looked fine. From the inside, he felt stuck. Every morning, he followed the same routine. Wake up, scroll social media, see friends getting promotions, starting businesses, getting married, feel a little smaller. Rush to work, come home exhausted, repeat. He wasn't failing. He just wasn't moving. And that scared him more. One evening, while returning from work, Arjun missed his bus. It wasn't dramatic, just a small mistake. He stood at the bus stop, watching the bus disappear. "Story of my life," he muttered, "always a step too late." An old man sitting nearby chuckled. "You look like you lost something bigger than a bus." Arjun forced a smile. "Just life, I guess." The old man studied him for a moment. "Tell me something," he said. "Are you tired because you're working too hard? Or because you're not working on what matters?" That question hit harder than Arjun expected. He didn't have an answer. That night he couldn't sleep. He thought about his childhood. Back then he loved sketching buildings. He dreamed of designing cities. He used to fill notebooks with ideas, bridges, parks, futuristic homes. But somewhere along the way, practicality replaced passion. "Be realistic," people said. "Take a stable job," they said. So he did. He stopped drawing, he stopped dreaming, and slowly, he stopped growing. The next morning something changed. Not his job, not his bank balance, not his responsibilities. Just one decision. He woke up 45 minutes early. Instead of scrolling, he opened a blank notebook. He drew. The lines were shaky. The ideas were rusty. But for the first time in years, he felt alive. Days turned into weeks. He kept working his regular job. But every morning he worked on himself. He took free online courses on architecture. He redesigned imaginary spaces. He posted his sketches online, even though he feared judgment. At first nobody noticed. Then one person commented. Then three. Then someone messaged him asking if he could design a small cafe interior. It wasn't big money, but it was proof. Proof that he wasn't stuck, he was just paused. Months later, Arjun stood at a different bus stop. This time he wasn't watching life pass by. He had reduced his office hours and started freelancing part-time. He was building a portfolio. He had direction. Was everything perfect? No. Was he rich? No. But he was moving, and movement creates momentum. 1 year later, Arjun walked into a newly opened cafe. Sunlight poured through the glass windows. Indoor plants curved around wooden pillars. Soft lighting warmed the brick walls. His design. He stood quietly in the corner, watching people take photos of the space he once imagined in a notebook. He remembered the bus he missed that day. Sometimes missing a bus isn't a failure. Sometimes it's life forcing you to stop, so you can ask yourself the right question. The truth about feeling stuck. You are not stuck because you are incapable. You are stuck because you are waiting. You are comfortable. You are afraid. Or you forgot what once made you feel alive. Clarity doesn't come from thinking more. It comes from moving, even a little. One small action, one early morning, one uncomfortable step. That's how the fog clears. If you're feeling stuck right now, remember this. You don't need to quit everything. You don't need a dramatic life change. You just need to start, because the path doesn't appear in front of people who wait. It appears in front of people who walk.